Hello, welcome to episode 2 commentary for Dice Versa. This episode is called In the Brush with Death. And once again, I'm joined by the boys.
It is us, the boys.
I am one of the boys.
That's
cracking
right.
a cold one with the boys.
If you are coming to this without having listened to the first one, that's weird, but we won't judge you.
You're fired.
But just to give you a lowdown on how it works, I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1, go. On go, we will be hitting play on the video, so you can do it too, and we will be all synced up for episode 2 commentary. So, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Do I have to start?
Do we start?
Okay.
Oh gosh. Take three.
Oh, what happened? What's going on?
I love how you're like, ready? Here we go.
Well, I'm confused. Are we actually restarting?
No, we're starting. I was just fucking.
You guys gotta stop doing that.
Where are we actually restarting?
So confused. This is supposed to be the easy part.
Who's this handsome dragonkin? Let's talk about him some more.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, and that guy's too. And so is Navessa, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I didn't talk about Mishka's design last episode.
We'll talk about it now.
Yeah.
Take your 20 minutes.
Yeah. I enjoyed designing Mishka. I gave him his little power level scouter thing, but like for his clothes, like I wanted to do a like survivalist thing for him, obviously, but I didn't want to. Like I made all of his clothes kind of mismatched. Like I don't know if people really notice, but like a lot of his clothes are different colors, and because I didn't feel like he was someone who cared. He was more function than fashion, so he didn't really care to match most of his clothing. So like his boots are different colored than his armor, which is different color from the spacesuit.
Just whatever he found at the thrift store.
Yeah, basically, it's just whatever he could afford and can find, and like, hey, this works, so cool, I'm gonna use it.
He found a broken keyboard. He bought a broken keyboard.
Yeah, yeah. He basically definitely one of those kids who would, why would I buy this thing new when I can buy it cheaper, used, and then just fix it or something like that.
He only had $20 in his pocket.
Yeah,
That's right.
Look at those pink ass trees.
Yeah, here you guys are stepping off onto Nakondis.
I remember just there, I heard myself go, woo, because I think you told us about the humidity and stuff again, and I was like, oh, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Guys stepping out into this nasty atmosphere.
Oh yeah,
Luca's big ass coming off the ship, stretching his wings.
I'm drenched. This is weird.
that thick dragon boy. And tiny little Navessa way in the back.
Look at her. She's
Yeah,
like
this shot
on
was.
point.
This shot was. It was one of the first ones that we did that was not on the ship with you guys on the planet, and it sort of solidified to me like, okay, now I know what this show is going to look like going forward.
Yeah,
like
maybe
this-
a bit of an idea.
Yeah, this really sort of, nailed it into place.
Rather than all of us scrunched together on that ship, you're like, oh, okay, look at them. They're spaced out. There's room for everybody. Okay,
Exactly.
Fogus tinglius.
I rolled a 9.
Is the grass not supposed to be pink?
No, the grass is not supposed to be pink. The grass is actually supposed to be like sort of a muddled yellowish, fungusy sort
I
of.
see it.
Yeah.
When I first saw this, I was like, maybe, what if it was reversed when they described it? And that's why from above, everything looked green, but when you land, everything else is pink. Boom.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. I'm a big brainer, thinker.
A thinksman.
I'm a thinksmith.
This also gives us a good, like our first good, like taste of what each character's like outside of the ship and like, you know, out in their environment. We have Mishka like looking for his physical science and the terrain and all of that stuff, while Nevessa's sending out her psychic pings into the ether to feel out living creatures and just get a feel for, you know, the life on this planet, while Uko's just big and stretching out his wings.
Yeah, it's
Uko's just like, this shit sucks, I'm bored.
Yeah. I can't remember if I had him at least doing like a perception to just look around, like something like that. Like, while
You're just like, are there any motherfuckers I can murder?
anything nearby? Well, Mishka's like, all right, what are the threats in this area? What can I expect? You know, and things like that. And Nevessa doing the same with a different style or tactic. And I'm just like, Where?
It's foggy.
Yeah.
Why is it so foggy?
It's wet. I hate this.
Not something we should.
Oh my god, Uko's just a cat in a dragon body.
Yep. This probably explains why he doesn't like the static electricity feeling too.
I love that line. The feels like my body's in a sock.
Forgot about that. Oh god.
For any trouble, not that he's the best person.
That was a good line.
Oh yeah, here it is. I was just looking for trouble. Yeah, I mean, with Uko, that's kind of why I like him. And again, this is like my style with a new game. Is just like, what is the simplest? I'm pretty sure I actually asked you, Nick. I was like, what's the simplest thing to play? And you're like, soldier. I was like, okay, oh yeah, okay, like any game, it's the guy who hit thing.
Mm-hmm. The one who's good at punching and shooting.
Yeah.
What you do? I hit thing good.
I hit thing per good.
Should have trolled him and have him been a mechanic or whatever that class
Oh
is.
god, no.
Or
I should have tricked him into playing a Solarian.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Oh yeah, Solarian is real simple. You'll have a great time with that.
You'll get that in no time. Yeah, because like, what was I with Fillmore? Well, he was
I don't remember what
He's a mystic.
Fillmore, for people listening, was Eric's dwarf character in a previous Starfinder campaign that we played briefly back a few years ago when we all worked together. I don't remember what his class
He was
was.
a mystic.
Mystic.
Was he a mystic?
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
he was a healer. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was the healer. I mean,
Dr. Fillmore.
Dr. Fillmore Graves.
That's right. He was the doctor. My
He
bad.
was Dr. Fillmore Graves with his son Philip Graves and his wife Icelia Graves.
He was married?
I didn't know his whole family's names. But
Oh yeah,
that's,
I planned all that out, and they never got it. They didn't get it. Everyone else got it. They didn't.
well, you know, Uko fills a bunch of graves.
Damn right he do. Jeez, as much as he kills in this whole campaign, and honorable combat, I might add, which is I like that I do that with him. It still kind of gives him that good guy streak that I kind of mentioned before to you guys at least, and now I guess to those of you here, that he, you know, he's kind of like a good guy who lost his way a little bit, you know? Like he's not still not bad, but
he's got some darkness in his past that he struggles with.
Exactly. And so having at least honorable combat is something he knows, like, hey, you fought well even if you're an asshole, you know? Like,
Yeah, like, and you saying that too, I feel like this episode is also really good at just kind of like getting to know the characters in like combat sense, because like Mishka is the, you know, as an operative, you know, he's very sneaky and you get to see him do a lot of his trick attack stuff, and Uko is just a, you know, honorable warrior, and then Nevessa is Nevessa.
Oh, Nevessa.
wait a minute, hold on. Mishka's an operative? I thought he was a survivalist.
Watch episode 1 commentary to get that joke.
Yeah, you have to watch the previous one.
That's right. But yeah, here you guys are getting your first glimpse of the Aslanti. You know what? One thing that I really like that the campaign does that I need to be more conscious of as I'm GMing this is they do a really nice mixture of making the soldiers both female and male. They're all human, because the Aslanti are racist assholes, but at least it does a good job of, having some gender representation in there. And I think that, early on I was more cognizant of it, but later on I definitely have caught myself saying he, just like defaulting to male pronouns, which definitely something that I need to be better about.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things you just fall naturally to, since that's kind of like what we were raised, especially being a guy, he, and you interact with us guys, he,
Right.
So, but definitely, like, I do like, though, because I think like you said, you mentioned that before, and I think that was something I clicked on. I was like, oh, chicks and dudes, chick, dude.
They're all dead, no matter what.
Look at that. We're all equal.
They all bleed the same color, baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
You all die as equals.
Here we have one of the first overlays that I did, where I wanted to get you guys like inside of the environment.
Yeah. I
So
like
I took
that.
some of the foreground elements and cut them out in Photoshop and laid them back over you guys, so it looks like you're inside of the forest here.
I like it, especially at this moment when we are kind of like, he just scouted ahead and we're like, okay, shit, okay, here we go. Where are we? Are they friends? Are they enemies? What do we do?
Man, this plan is real well thought out.
Yep, we had a well thought out plan. God, but boy, did it feel good when we just got to the fight.
Didn't we re-recorded this episode, right?
We
'Cause,
did,
like,
yeah. This is the second time we did this episode.
I forget what happened. Like, some of the footage got fucked up or something. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Something happened with the original one with a recording,
I think it was like something with like the combat. I think like Eric died at some point. Like his audio died.
Yeah,
Right?
there was some technical issue. Like, it was nothing to do with the actual campaign, but it was like something happened with either the screen recording or somebody's vocal recording, and we just had to scrap it and redo I think we just did this combat, or maybe we had to do the one after this as well.
We did both combats. Well, that's what I was gonna get at. It's like we recorded the episode, and then like during the last combat, I think Eric disconnected from the call for a while. Like, his internet went out or something. And then so we're like, oh well, pause the episode, and then stuff happened. I don't know. And then it was just wonky, and then we're just like, fuck it, we're just gonna re-record.
I can't remember if it was this or a different one, but I do remember.
This is the part where Mishka just tries to be a dog.
Yeah.
And it goes poorly.
But like on that previous version, the one we had on the original version, we actually got through like this session with almost taking like no damage. Like, it was the complete opposite.
Yeah, we just
like we snuck past everybody and all that stuff, and it was all like super smart.
Yeah, it went way smoother the first time, and then the second time the dice were not.
And then the footage was fucked up or whatever. We're like, hey, let's re-record, and then it's like, oh, everything is the opposite. Everything's going to shit instead.
And speaking of re-recording, like episode 1, I recreated the first half of this fight. You'll notice, if you pay close attention, you'll see there's like a slight change in quality. It gets a little lower quality like halfway through the fight or so. And that's because the original one was A, recorded at the lower quality, and B, there was like I remember what happened. Mishka was placed in a spot where the dynamic lighting was sort of cutting into the rest of the map, and it was like obscuring the entire thing. So you can't really see anything that was happening on screen either. So I just went back in and redid it so that it was visible.
I don't know why the people who make these maps, because this is a module, right, that you bought.
Yeah, this is a pre-made module on Roll20, the Against the Aeon Throne, which is actually free on Roll20. If anybody who's listening wants to try it for themselves.
But like all of these maps, like a lot of the maps that I've played on with like you and like other people in Roll20 that are pre-made, like they always have the dynamic lighting on all the maps, and like they have like these walls and stuff in like weird ass places and like in X's and stuff. Like there's a circular tool, you could make circular objects, and then
actually if you do make circles, it gets really wonky.
But either way, like there's still like all these walls that I feel are unnecessary. It's a bush. It's a bush. Why does this bush have walls? Why does this bush creating?
I think it's more like there's a chunk of foliage here with like trees and stuff that you can't see through.
Right.
How did Mishka drop to 2 health almost instantly again?
He gets shot by two. He gets shot by a full attack, and both of them.
There's 3 soldiers in front of me, and I was pretending to be a dog, and they all just fucking shoot me.
Yeah, no, he gets poked with a gun and he growls like a dog, and then he immediately gets shot twice.
Yeah. He snuck away. That's right. He's like, into the bushes.
Man, how sad would that have been if just Mishka just got brained there before we could even get to it?
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this is going poorly from the get-go. Yeah, we might have some new characters sooner than I was planning for. Not that I'm planning to kill you guys, but I definitely wasn't expecting it in episode 2.
I knew people would die, but good lord.
It's like then we're also level 1, so it's like,
and then there's
yeah, and here comes the big fire breath. It was like, all right, here we go. This is gonna be real good, and then that one damage, baby.
Hell yeah.
But it's fine. You make up for it in the next fight.
Yeah, I'm just over here. 1 damage to all of them. Taste that.
These tokens are using the old art I did, and it bugs the shit out of me.
Well, yeah.
Fucking Chris over there. Ow, my eyebrows for the 1 damage. Ow.
You hear that? You did max damage on them making
max damage on a failed breath.
Yep.
That was pretty good.
I got sass.
Didn't they save and it's like, well, you can't. Yeah,
I was like, well, you can't get lower than 1, so half damage is still 1.
Yeah.
And one of them, I remember, got a natural 20 on their save, so it's like, well, they're just fine.
Yeah, there you go. It was impressive.
But yeah, this was a ridiculous first fight for you guys.
Yeah, it went so much cooler the first time, didn't it? Was I in the air and dropped down on some guy or something?
We whooped the shit out of these guys.
Yeah.
The first time.
But it's so much more dramatic.
Yeah,
I was almost dying.
I love it, but I just, God, I felt really cool when I'm pretty sure that was the first fight. I came from above with my pike and just dropped down on a guy.
I just remember not feeling like as much of an idiot the first time.
You're over here shit, am I dumb?
It's like I feel like we look like such just big old dummies.
Yeah, just ow.
It's definitely more dramatic.
Take that. Oh, I missed. Okay, the batteries. Oh, he stepped away, but the batteries with Chris.
Yeah, I mean, without getting into too many spoilers going forward, you guys, it's a very dramatic campaign for you guys. There's a lot of stuff where it's just like, oh man, this could go badly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we go up and down a lot.
Morale, literally, health. There's always something.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can see now it's a little less
Just
high quality, a little
just
lower
a little.
quality.
I remember seeing that like when I was doing editing stuff for this episode. I'm just like, I was like, wait, is my computer fucking up? Like, shit, did I press the wrong button? It's like, oh no, did I ruin it?
Yeah, no, it's just you got to be paying attention. But yeah, it switches from the original recording or from the remake to the original.
It's
Somewhere
subtle.
there,
It's
but
subtle.
yeah, you got to be looking for it.
And now they know.
I can't tell.
Behind the scenes.
It's like it's a little blurrier. I can't tell. Is that Uko or is that a horse?
Yeah, what is it? Is that their mount?
Okay, so you just like sort of.
Oh god, it's been a minute, so I just forgot entirely. It's like, oh yeah, these people are only 1 square and Uko is 4 square.
Uko big.
Oh my god.
And plus, like, your weapon gives you,
Yeah.
like, what, a 15-foot reach?
Yeah.
I think this first attack that Nevessa does is the best attack she does in the entire campaign.
I think so.
4 damage. Goodbye, everyone.
It's all downhill from here. By the way, if you are listening to this, you can go to our Discord and you can submit your ideas for critical 1 failure punishments.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Actually, you don't do that on Discord. Do it through Patreon. You should have a
Patreon.
message. You should have a message in your inbox. So if you want to submit your critical miss for when Nevessa rolls her natural ones, that's where you do it.
That's
Give us money.
it's dangerous. Dangerous. To be like, just open it up to people watching, and they're like, you know what? This
Nothing.
person's done too well.
We do reserve the right to
Oh, yeah, like,
refuse.
I think
too
Nick will still
ridiculous.
be a good game master and, you know, do act within reason on this stuff. I'm not worried.
Nothing too mean or too weird.
Oh, a natural 1. Well, your pike ends up.
Looks like you accidentally kiss.
Oopsie.
You accidentally cut off all your clothes. Uh-oh.
You're so embarrassed. Oh my god.
Ooh woo. I'm blushing. Tee hee. Hit me.
All right, guys. Uko doing what Uko do.
Get angry dragon boy.
Yeah.
Very brave of you to go in there with no stamina left, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, because there's squish behind me and then uber squish to my left. So
Yeah, I have 2 HP.
yeah, it's kind of important that I just get in there and like
Semi spoilers for the fight, but Nevessa thanks you for taking those 3 guys, because I think I come out of this one unscathed.
Yep.
Nevessa says thank you. That's the goal, is to not let you guys die. As long as I live and you live, then I get paid. If I die and you live, then it doesn't matter if I get paid.
I don't think you take any damage like at all this episode.
Yeah, no,
Nevessa's
Nevessa,
classic.
yeah, she gets by perfectly fine, I think.
Oh, the get 'em. Ooh, get 'em.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Get 'em.
Try another trick attack on
Oh,
A,
boy.
but your shot goes pretty wide as you kind
I love the sound effect, and they hear. I have my headphones on, so I hear it like from one side to the other. That was cool.
Yeah, I was actually very, very happy with the way the sound effects came out in this one.
Yeah.
Much like that first shot of you guys all outside of the ship, and the pink trees and everything. Doing the sound effects for this first fight really solidified.
Natural 1.
What? Oh, yep, there's.
That's where it starts.
Yep.
Battery pack. Fall.
pay attention to Nevessa's battery pack.
Yeah, going forward.
Not the last time you're going to hear about that.
Losing ammo left and right.
It's called foreshadowing.
I was doing you all a favor.
But yeah, the sound effects, doing the sound effects for this fight really helped solidify what the sound effects just overall were going to be. I think I even went back and redid a bunch of episode 1 sound effects after I had done this, just because, you know, I had gotten a much better feel for it by this point.
Well, it's definitely something. Hold on. I just hear myself saying, really
Really try to get him. I think one of the things that, because I know you talked about like, oh, this, you know, this soldier is male, this soldier is female. But I think like a lot of the times we we forget which one was male and which ones were female. So we're like, this one.
And I mean, it's just like, we're going to kill them all. So
enemy
like,
A will die.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the tokens are all using the same art.
Right.
and they just kind of look androgynous. So it's like, that could be a guy or a girl.
I've just
I don't know.
assumed they're all female, except for the ones you describe in a later episode, which have luscious beards.
You're like, whoa, that lady has luscious beard? Wait a minute.
it's a dwarf.
It's a dwarf.
A dwarf of the Islandi?
It's the beards.
Reposition herself, and now you find yourself flanked by. But yeah, the reason why we didn't like add extra tokens or like redo the dynamic lighting is because I wanted to give a fairly accurate representation of what the module is like, what it's like to play the module on Roll20. Without altering a bunch of it. Like, obviously we add a bunch of art and sound effects and do a bunch of post-production on it, but as far as like what the actual game looks like and what it's like to play it, I wanted to keep that as true to the stuff as possible.
Yeah, retain the campaign as close to what it is.
Yeah. And you know, like the people who made it on Roll20 and at Paizo, you know, they work very closely together, so I feel like it's probably, you know, it's what they want it to be for the most part. Like, I'm sure that there's some things here and there that they maybe, you know, slip through the cracks or something, but I think for the most part, it's what they want the campaign to look like, so I wanted to honor that.
Yeah, that's very good and respectful of you, and it's not like we're over here like, wait a minute, hold on, no, you know, like we're over here getting our butts handed to us, having a great time.
every time I roll the trick attack and it fails is when it rolls high on the damage.
Right.
But every time I succeed the trick attack, it rolls like a 1 or 2.
Here's 1 extra damage.
Throw a sticky bomb grenade. So yeah, so basically,
Can't wait for the damage to go up on that.
10 feet from my person.
Wait, I don't even remember you having grenades. Nevessa.
I started with a couple of grenades, and this one went well.
Oh yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. That's all we're gonna say about that, but yeah, she has grenades and she used up this first one immediately because things are going really bad.
Things were not going well for us.
I feel like Nevessa probably, after this at least, still likes the sticky bombs. Probably is less on board with the like frag grenade stuff.
Well, yeah. Can't all be winners.
Yeah, I mean, this sticky bomb was like pretty clutch for this fight. Like, if they were able to move and get a couple more shots, like this probably would have ended differently, at least. Like,
Yeah,
I think
very
Fuko
different campaign.
definitely would have been down. Probably Mishka would have been down. And then Nevessa would have had to take a couple of them out on her own, which would have been entertaining, but probably
Hilarious.
I
not
think
great.
Nevessa would have retreated to the ship.
She's like, well, mission failed. Bye.
Yep. Time to go.
Like, well, we tried.
Oh,
6
yeah.
days back to the packed world.
This was my 15-foot range with my pike. I was like, oh, hey, look.
This,
God, yeah,
this
that is
mystery
so-
isn't that interesting.
Yeah, that 15-foot reach is ridiculous. It's why I decided that I wasn't going to tune down the encounters too much, just because Uko basically counts as 2 characters.
I mean, practically, maybe not health, but that reach and sometimes that damage.
Yeah.
Was the encounter supposed to be for like 4 players?
This whole campaign is built for 4 players, yeah.
Or the campaign. That's
And
yeah,
we're
that's what I
doing
meant.
great.
Oh man, yeah, there's that. I had to show that I wasn't bluffing. I had to show that I actually hit you for 1 damage.
That's right. I was like,
I was like, people aren't gonna believe me. I'm gonna have to put this on the screen.
I feel like that happens a lot in this game. There's just like, no. Just inching ever closer to death.
But he stays standing.
Oh,
Yeah.
This fight was pretty long also.
it was. It's just because things went so sideways. And it's like, okay, you don't die. I'm dying. Now we're both dying. Ah! Like,
We were all just a bunch of bumbling idiots.
yeah. It's like, and this is how we perform in combat. Nap time. And Nevessa's like, and I'm just gonna
Go
back
pick
here.
up my ejected battery pack and call it a day.
Oh, good job, everyone. Covered in blood.
Like, yeah, we're all like bleeding and almost dead. Nevessa's in the back. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good job.
Go get him.
Get that one guy, please.
Could you be a deer and take care of that one over in the corner? That'd be great.
Be a deer and kill the last surviving member. That'd be wonderful.
Which is like checking her Twitter.
Yeah. Oh God! Like again, back to that Office game with the Solarian.
where I was playing a soldier in our first Office game who basically I think was like also I think you're a Blitz style soldier with Uko. So my soldier was the same except for she was again
could have.
human.
Yeah, I think we lost him.
Did I lose?
Oh, did I?
We lost
back.
to Chris.
Well, it'll be in the recording.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
But yeah, she was basically a soldier that was a streamer. So she would like live stream her fights.
After like at the end of every fight, all right, everyone, like gives a thumbs up and like
Thumbs up to the camera, smiles. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
There is a Starfinder Society module so the Starfinder Society modules are a little bit more compact. Basically, it would be like 5 encounters, so we could probably get through it if we ever did something like that. We could probably get through it in like 3 or 4 episodes. But they have one where it's basically I forget the name of the band, but it's like Strawberry Cupcake Gumdrop or something like that. And we kind of tied that into that character's backstory, the streamer soldier's backstory, and they released an entire society module based on that band. So
Nice.
I was thinking like, all right, well, if we ever want to do this, I think we should bring back Stella Star was her
Oh
name.
yeah, that was it. Stella Star. Stargazers. Was that was your
Yeah, I think she
follower
called her
name?
fan stargazers.
Oh God.
Was
That was a
when,
fun character.
Was I playing Sunny in that game?
Yes.
No, Stella Star was when we were playing Dead Sons, actually.
My work here is done.
Well,
That was Fillmore Graves.
Takes off, and now we have a spin-off.
Maybe it was Sunny.
I think it was Sunny. I think it was Sunny.
I can't remember if I was playing Sunny or Halcyon.
You're playing Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Sunny.
Sunny was fun.
Anyways, enough about other campaigns.
Yeah.
This is the important one.
Trudge a little bit further into the forest.
So yeah, that first fight, I think that one we edited down also from about like an hour and a half or something like that,
much
down
for-
into the
yeah.
30 minutes or whatever it is.
We go from that spaceship fight of what do we do to ground fight. What do we do?
Tony, can I make an art request? Can you make a bloodied Uko? I feel like we're gonna see that a lot.
I know. It was something that I was thinking about as well, but I was, again, like, just production constraints. Was just like, people can use their imaginations for that for now.
I'm bleeding.
I can get use a red paintbrush and just throw some blood on Nico real quick.
Just there you go. He's wounded.
Although, didn't we describe in this episode that his blood's like purplish or something,
Purple,
or bluish?
Yeah.
Well, I can change the color.
I remember this part though. He's just like,
Oh yeah, that
Zero
big old
stealth.
0 stealth check.
So was it you rolled
Oh,
a
man.
3 and got a 0?
yeah.
Because you have like -2 to your I forget what it was. It's like, -2 because of your armor and -1 because of your dexterity.
Armor penalty, armor penalty check, and
Yeah. So it ended up being
Yeah.
0. Just
I'm the sneakiest boy at one
so
hit
ridiculous.
point. Everyone, freaking Mishka disappears. Navessa is sneaky. Now you careful about where she steps. Uko is literally trudging his feet through plants and brush, going.
Just yelling at the top of his lungs.
walking through the woods screaming Islanti warriors come out and play.
Just sliding
right.
him slowly forward.
Or not be quiet.
So this art of the forest was actually the first art that I got to represent Nakondis and sort of extrapolated from there.
nice.
But yeah, here you guys are coming into the second clearing, which immediately Uko is just like, oh no, this is gonna be bad.
Clearing, no.
But you know what? It turns out just fine.
Yeah.
Except for, your I don't know what to
He
call
got
it
a
at
snack.
the end. Yeah, your little snack at the end.
Oh,
Does
God,
not
yeah.
go great, but we'll get there.
Drops and pulls out a sniper rifle.
But yeah, Mishka being a badass off in the bushes. Like,
I
got an
love so something that you guys just tend to naturally do is just role play out these situations where like this exactly. Mishka's like, all right, I'm gonna be real sneaky, and then Uko, you're just like, no, I'm here, come fight me.
I'm
That's not
bleeding.
something we planned. It's just something that you guys just like naturally do, and it's fantastic.
I may be bleeding, but I got my second win, you monkey fucks. Look at them. They're adorable and evil.
They're not adorable. I do not like the way Hobgars look.
They're adorably. They remind me of it.
Yeah, adorable.
Adorable,
Adorable.
Like a
like
murderous clown.
Yeah, their eyes start going to like sideways apart from each other. That smile was like a big toothy grin, and then they rip your face off
Drop from the tree. We're gonna call
and
Kratos.
eat anything electric.
Just launches
It's
himself
electric.
at you, Uko.
I like how I have,
Oh gosh.
Knock it aside with your big beefy.
I don't think I ever used the sniper rifle yet.
Any teeth sunk into you.
I don't know. That's a good point. I think you're right.
Like I keep pulling it out.
Definitely not in this episode.
Well, like, because I think it's because of what you said. How like Uko keeps going in and or like all the enemies keep coming up to us. So it's like never in a good. It's like, well, they're in range for a trick attack, so might as well do that because like
I guess I'll do that instead. I'm just imagining that Mishka is lining up a shot and Uko just goes like in the way.
honestly, it's because of
Your knife.
actually, like the level 1 rifle that you can get is not very strong.
Oh, so you're just like, I'll just stab him.
Yeah.
I'll just shoot him.
And we don't, in Starfinder, you don't add your like dex or anything to the gun damage. So it's like, well, I can do, a d6 with the rifle, or I can do 2d4s or something like that.
Well, you know what? 6 damage was enough right here. I just cooked those guys.
They have exactly 6 HP.
I felt so good. I was like, yes! Easy fight.
And then the morale of
then the other
the
monkey is like,
morale
nope.
stat block of these creatures says, as soon as one of them dies, the other ones run into the bushes. And I was like, well,
That one runs.
Bye.
Oh, that was fun. So quick. So quick, that fight compared to the last one.
this fight we basically didn't edit.
Pretty much. We're here. Great.
If it's small enough to be like a pop.
Get out of here, monkey.
Oh, God.
The whole thing in.
I was gonna put the whole thing in my mouth.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Just picks it up and
I mean, it tastes like burnt hair. Most of it. You know what? I'm gonna roll to see how this thing tastes.
I was going to let it be tasty, but then I ended up rolling a 6 to see how it tasted. And, well, I think canonically it makes more sense for them to taste really bad, though. So.
Considering what they eat.
When you put, like a D battery on your
Actually,
Yes.
hobgars don't eat anything.
Oh, well.
And just this
They
Absorb?
convert energy out of the electricity in the air.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh.
We're
That's how they
learning.
just survived naturally. See, we just didn't care enough about these fuckers.
Well, didn't we try and roll like a life science check or
Yeah,
something?
you
And
did.
just like,
You
nope.
did fail your life science to figure out anything about them, but nothing.
hey, 13. That's not bad.
This part, I love this part
Oh boy.
where you guys are teaching him this like sort of collaborative RP where we decide why Uko is being so loud.
every single twig.
But I like stepping on the sticks. It reminds me. Me trying to do my best Uko impression.
I've killed another.
Slowly going across.
Stop. You will die if you're not quiet.
As you guys are
You will die if you're not quiet.
It's like, stop being so bad at stealth, guys, please.
And there's
Have 2 HP, fuck.
there's Mishika with his classic sniper rifle he uses all the time.
All the time.
His favorite rifle he likes showing to people.
and you see that
Ah, somebody's coming through the fog. Kill it.
Jello.
he skids to a halt a few
Yeah, here we have Jellic, our first NPC other than Cooper.
Oh wait, you're not one of them. And you
Well,
hear
my
a
first of many NPC voices.
I really love your voice of Jellic.
jumps into the bushes here.
Oh, shit. That's right. We have another fuck.
He just he reminds me like if he would be he would be like John Bernthal's goofy brother.
His older goofy brother.
Yeah.
His like weird uncle.
Oh, hey, there's people. Oh, shit. More people.
My nephew's the Punisher.
But, why does that matter? Where are you going?
Would you want some roasted monkey?
So you can't actually
Do you want some toasted monkey?
you can see them through this foliage in the center.
Yeah, I definitely commend you guys for trying to reason with the Islanti, but
we did try. We really did.
You guys really try and continue to try, but yeah.
Yeah. Later episodes, yeah.
I'm just trying not to be just a straight murder hobo.
Yeah. Every other D&D or what have you campaign, it's just
Yeah.
like, there's something on the map. Kill it!
Yeah. I like to make my
This
characters.
Yeah, I love imagining like Navessa just crawling into the bushes and seeing this guy in there next to her.
My spot, get out!
He's just like, what? I thought you were gonna fight them.
Nice hiding spot you have here.
And try to do a trick attack.
This bush is taken.
Bush taken. Move
Oh,
along.
this part we do. I don't know if this part read. I hope that people who watch this episode can figure out this part with the John Woo slow down sound effect with the doves flying in the background. I just wanted that to be in there, and I hope that people can imagine
That was
it
just
with the
something
sound
that
effects.
Nick put in for Nick.
Yes, that's there for me.
Like, this
And
one's
Nick's
for
just
me.
like, this was good. This is a good episode.
I really want to play Stranglehold again. I'm just gonna make Mishka do the thing.
Mishka, you do the thing. Do the thing here. All right. That's good.
Fly into the air above the rocks and do a.
Oh, that's right. I have wings.
Yeah, you have wings. You
And a
can fly
tail.
above stuff.
I'm doing it.
Also, this was our first. We had to do.
Oh.
So another thing behind the scenes, we had to do some ADR for a few parts of this episode. So you might notice some of the audio recording of the vocals sound a little bit different than other ones, and that's because we had to go back and re-record certain turns because we either were like talking about the rules and it got muddled and we didn't get like a clean take of what was happening in the turn, or we forgot to say like roll numbers and stuff like that. So we had to go back and re-record a few voice lines here and there. But for the most part, I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, and I feel like, well, people are watching, and if they're getting involved, you know, they're not really going to be like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah, it's forgivable for sure.
Yeah. Considering how awesome this stuff is.
Please don't unsubscribe from us.
Yeah, please don't go.
Please don't leave.
Audio quality is different. Later, Gators.
I mean, to be fair, like none of us have real. I mean, I went to film school and I've done video editing and stuff like that before, but like none of us have done much audio editing, especially like for podcast quality stuff.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been a learning curve trying to get better at all of that stuff. And I think that I've gone to a pretty good point now. I think that as we go forward, you know, the audience will definitely notice a noticeable improvement in the just overall audio quality as we continue to get better at this.
Yeah. Oh, look. Navessa did full damage.
Oh,
Hey, that's better than that first one.
yeah.
First time on the ground. You were doing good.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was promptly followed by the battery drop, but you know,
Mishka is going to
who knows?
She does stuff.
this rock.
A lot more than just combat.
Maybe just in hindsight, we only remember the natural ones.
Yeah.
Don't remember all of her successes.
Those are fun. It's just like, oh, she hit landed. That's not as funny.
That's not as funny.
Erase it. Edit it out.
Yeah.
That didn't have.
Cut it out.
Cut that out of here.
Can't have her out damaging you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was my drop.
Woo.
I remember that sound effect you added there. I remember I was like, oh, like just made me feel tingles. I had tingle feelings in areas.
Oh.
Just
He
saying.
had the tingles in his dingles.
I didn't say that, but
Well, I said it.
Very laboredly pulls his rifle up. Your opportunity attack.
we only had. Oh yeah, that's right.
So one thing that I did decide pretty early on, because you guys are only 3 instead of 4, which the campaign is designed for, I did decide that the Islanti would prioritize ranged weapons, even if you're up close on them. Because if they were to engage in melee all the time, it would be... I think Uko would be down like every fight, basically. So that's like the only real tweaking that I've done. Like as far as the number of enemies and that sort of stuff, and like what their tactics are in each fight, I haven't really touched. But as far as like giving you guys just that one more opportunity to hit them when they shoot.
Right. And to be fair, like in my mind at least, that seems to be like the go-to. Granted, this is obviously a futuristic fantasy world, but like you have a gun and you have like baton blade type thing, and someone comes up close, big guy like this with a friggin' pike. My thought is grab the gun and blast him, just
Right.
Yeah, because like mechanically, it makes more sense to do the melee with how just like early levels in Starfinder work, but
Right.
like yeah, just thinking about like the narrative, like Eric was explaining, you think you'd go for the gun when a giant monster is coming at you.
Yeah, you just shoot it, kill it, shoot it.
Oh, Emily! No, Emily!
I loved her. Oh, it's weird laughing to us laugh the same. I laugh. I know, I laugh and then I hear myself laughing and I'm like, oops, did I?
We should put a memorial on the website or something for Emily.
For Emily.
Rest in peace, Emily.
Do we have the star year date in the game currently?
Yeah. I'd need to look it up again, but it's there.
Yeah.
Emily, always in our hearts, but forever through my pike. No, pike through her. Wait, we gotta figure out the right epitaph.
She dated.
You pierced my heart with your love. I pierced yours with my pike. There it is.
Beautiful.
She touched my heart, so I
tragic.
touched hers.
Yeah. Right.
Beautiful, tragic story.
I'm
I'm gonna write an entire fanfic about Emily leading up to her death.
There it is. The life she led, everything she worked for, how she
everything
actually
she
was
did.
really a good person, but just had
Just
to
got
serve
caught up
this.
with the Islanti.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be
Just
like
a
almost like a
routine
Hitler
patrol.
Youth kind of story, like growing up with the Islanti Empire and like
Yep.
kind of like being morally conflicted about what she's doing versus like, you know, the being proud of her nationality.
This was the opportunity for a moment she saw. She's like, I could quickly turn on him and kill my partner and we'll work together. Ah!
In fact, if Uko had rolled a perception check, he would have seen her turning to shoot at him, but instead he acted too quickly and cut
What a
her down.
fool, Uko. What a fool.
And he says,
Oh, and we're back to Jellic.
And here's Jellic again with his lore dump ready to go.
Hi, here's the story.
Dump all over us, Jello.
"Who are you?"
Do you hear that, Jellic? You can dump all over us.
"Here to help." What?
Yeah, we were invited here by Sedona, a mutual contact of all of us.
I love the way you say Sedona.
Down a look of
Oh.
In Neves's voice, it's Sedona. Like Wingardium Leviosa. It's not Wingardium Leviosa. It's not. It's not.
It's
It's
Sedona.
Sedona. Yeah. Exactly.
this whole
It's the proper
Sedona.
android pronunciation.
What's happened?
Oh, you English.
Well, I guess it all kind of started with that damn.
Oh, I heard something creaking. I was like, did you just add like a rocking chair sound effect to Jellic?
No, that was me.
Back in my
And
day.
listen.
Yeah. There's a lot of history down that road there.
And they actually figured out.
No,
that
Jellic is not human. He's actually just an armchair with a face painted on.
was that
That's why he ran so slow. He was just.
crashed starship that we somehow missed.
You gotta
Straight out
help
of
me.
My Little-
I can't shoot them. My arms don't reach that high.
No one's discovered.
They're made
Just
of
a
wood and
brave little
stationary.
toaster character.
Yeah, I mean,
Jellic
from
is
what they
just.
said, it's
bees.
been there for a long.
What's that one alien race that's basically like a vacuum?
I didn't introduce myself. My name.
I don't know. I have to pour through the alien archives again. There's so many.
I think they were in the Pack Worlds book.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh, there's just like an
Are you
alien.
talking about Bantrids?
Hello over there.
Yeah.
The like the dick looking ones?
The bushes over here is
They look to me like they look like a vacuum cleaner on a roller ball.
Neves is introducing all of us, and who goes up against a rock just still at 1 HP.
Yeah, so we went and we looked at that crashed starship. We started bringing tech back, And Sedona was real excited about it. I ain't seen her that
Real excited.
Real excited.
And she
Oh,
took that
boy.
to Madelon and to a bread.
I have no idea why I chose this voice for Jellic. I think I just looked at the character art and was like, just experimented with a few different things. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? I think he sounds like this one.
Right, you just kind of like that face does not match with. Well, hello there, I'm Jellic Fulton. It's like,
With these soldiers.
I
Yes,
definitely, yeah.
About it.
He definitely has the look of kind of like a to it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit of a bumpkin looking guy,
Yeah.
and he's out in the the backwoods of the galaxy, setting up a colony.
I think you
And,
nailed it.
And he's very enthusiastic, but maybe not the smartest guy in the colony.
Yeah, he's got a
He's-
big heart. Boy, that heart.
He's not one of the engineers. He's not a doctor or anything. He's
He is the spouse
just
of
a
an
good-
important person.
down to earth guy trying to make his way in this big old galaxy.
And what do you do around here?
Landing.
What do you do here, Jellic? Well, I hit rocks. Oh, like a miner? No, just hit them. Oh.
I like
Ah.
So,
like
Jellic,
the
what do
pain
you do
sound.
here? My best.
Exactly.
That's it. My best. We love him though. God, I'm gonna feel bad if we like go through this whole campaign and like not see any of them again. Like, I want to have us come back and just.
Once the campaign's over, you guys come back to Nacondas and retire.
There you go.
Can we adopt Jellic?
I was orphaned at 52.
Figure it's probably
We collectively just kind of adopt him as our son.
my name's Jelly.
If he's still alive.
What the hell are those?
He can just clean the ship.
Oh, this was Uko asking about the.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass.
About the Hobos,
Yeah.
Stay out of their territory. You should
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Stay out of their territory, you'll do fine, right?
get over.
Too late.
Oh, you stumbled into one of their nests, huh? Yeah, they're tricky little bastards. They'll drop down on you. They don't like people coming in their territory and taking them out there.
See, I should have at this point. I should have dropped the hint at least that they were attracted to electronics and that sort of stuff. But
It wouldn't have really
it was-
made too much sense either, aside from like their guns. Because I don't think even Uko's pike is technically.
well, but you all
electric,
have
right?
comm units.
Oh,
and-
that's right.
you guys aren't just walking out there with nothing. Like,
Sword and shield, yeah, right.
for a while, but I
Navessa especially has got like her computer on her.
Oh
and-
yeah, everyone else has got a bunch of stuff.
Did any others manage to escape?
But I mean, like they would have attacked Navessa in that last fight.
Oops.
They would have.
Here I am.
I just didn't get a chance to.
I think we figure it out next episode.
Yeah, I feel like after this with our first touch of combat, we did kind of figure out like, all right, when we're at our best, here's the order of things it should go. You know, like you, and you. And it's like, oh, okay, you're not doing so well, but you're still good at this. All right, maybe you, then you, then you. You know, like
Then he-
peace are exactly.
Workshop. I think that I could get you in through there.
Oh, that's right. He gave us the secret in.
I can do for
Yeah, Jellic is he's your guide at this point. He saved his life, and he sort of guides you into the rest of the adventure from here.
And Mishka wanted to send him to our ship.
well, I might
I mean, it is an option, but I wanted Jellic to be around, so I was sort of pushing to keep
You
him
got
around.
attached to the voice.
I just think he's a fun character to keep
He's
around.
adorable.
know
Just what comes in the future with him in later episodes is just good, very good.
sort of looks at you. Yeah, he looks
Secretly the master villain.
Shut up,
Oh my god, such spoilers. How could you tell them that Jellic is the mastermind villain?
It's actually a dupe, you know. He talks like this, but the voice I did, the Jellic Folsom, is his real voice. That's the evil mastermind voice.
He puts on his glasses and his hair grows shoulder length.
Yeah, his nose gets fixed.
He takes off the suit and he takes off the spacesuit and he's wearing just like a debonair like 3-piece suit underneath.
Actually, it turns out he's like the tiny aliens in Men in Black, and his face just opens up to reveal that it's just a big man mech.
Oh my god! I was thinking it was actually like a Revolver Ocelot pretending to be Liquid Snake scenario from Metal Gear, but you know. Brother! Oh, fuck.
It's taken over from my arm.
Ah, shit, I had the last commander here. His arm grafted to my own.
Give me direction. I should be able to find.
Brother, we're not related to you.
Yeah. I don't believe any of us are Ugo. No.
He's programmed that way. He can't help it.
Is there
Oh, we're talking about Cooper, yeah.
how long you think I can survive out there?
Mishka, a moment, and I kind of pull Mishka aside.
Yes.
Are you sure that
What do you want? God.
Leave me alone, I'm tired. Once you die, can't place Mishka's accent.
He knows the people. He knows probably.
Oh yeah, this is the part where I was like, oh, I want Jellic to stick around, so I just have him like interject, even though you guys are like having an aside.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh wait,
By the way.
Don't leave me, please. I'm really lonely.
I don't know what his side is, so I just hopped in the conversation.
You guys walked over there while we were talking, so I figured we were all just gonna walk.
I have dependency issues.
I can't just stand by.
please don't,
I'm
please
very
don't leave
lonely.
me alone anymore.
I just don't like being excluded.
I hate secrets.
And trust me, if you were to just appear in a Bretta's workshop, she would not be happy. So maybe
There we have our first mention of a Bretta,
A Bretta.
which you guys will meet in episode 3. Yeah, which comes out in a few days after this drops.
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. Everything's getting a
Wait,
little
doesn't it come out tomorrow?
everybody's
What's that?
up to it.
Does it come out tomorrow?
No, it comes out a week from tomorrow. We're recording this on Tuesday. It'll be coming. The commentary for episodes 1 and 2 will be coming out on Thursday, the 13th, and then episode 3 comes out on the 19th.
Oh,
Looks bad, my friend.
what is even time? Am I right, guys?
Am I right?
exactly.
Gosh, such fond memories. It's good, and it's honestly good way to catch up.
Yay!
And that's the end of episode 2.
Man,
So
I'd give those guys money.
listen,
These people already did.
If they're,
Hey!
if they're listening to
those
this,
four.
they already did,
Thanks.
and we appreciate it very, very much.
Yeah,
very, very much.
Hey,
they're the real MVPs.
That's right.
and thank you for Kevin McLeod or
McLeod. Yes, Kevin McLeod, who does majority of the music.
Yeah.
He
We
puts
did.
all of his music online for free. Royalty free to use for any project, commercial or otherwise. He's awesome. So
Yeah,
big ups to Kevin McLeod.
yeah, we like almost exclusively use his music.
Yeah,
He
he's
does
great.
a lot of good sci-fi shit. Like,
He has hundreds and hundreds of songs, and they're all really quality. So if you need music for your project, check out Kevin McLeod.
Yeah.
But that's gonna do it for episode 2 commentary. Thank you again. Can't say it enough. Thank you for supporting us and letting us do this. It's because of you guys that we get to keep doing this. So thank you very, very much. And keep an eye out for episode 3. And we will see you all next time.
And also, thank you. Did we say that already?
yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, in that case, see you next time.
Also, thank you.
And thank you.
And see you next time.
And
also-
I've stopped recording.
All right.